Drinking Kool-Aid cameras like I did when I was 9. Cause I like to pretend that I haven't lost the time. In the end, the nostalgia, though it tastes fine, I can only drink a couple cause it feels like a lie. We'd play Halo and we'd lay low in our basement until the sun began to rise. We would go to school but not learn too much, cause it's hard to read when you've got tired eyes. Months go by, the time it flies, past the days that we drink Kool-Aid in the summertime. Years go by, the time it flies, past the days that we drink Kool-Aid in the summertime. They've been with me for some time, and it's nice to know that they still by my side. Friends are like stars, cause no matter how far, when it's dark outside, they will be your light. We'd play Halo and we'd lay low in our basement until the sun began to rise. We would go to school but not learn too much, cause it's hard to read when you've got tired eyes. Months go by, the time it flies, past the days that we drink Kool-Aid in the summertime. Years go by, the time it flies, past the days that we drink Kool-Aid in the summertime.
Yo, I ain't here for the money, I ain't here for the fame. Though it might be nice to own a jet plane, I'ma do it all for you.
Hello.
Hi.
Welcome in. Hello, everybody. Welcome back from a very, very long break of the Beyond Streaming podcast.
Long break
We are
indeed.
back with episode... Oh, you guys got a nice little sneak peek of our guest today. Hey.
We're a little rusty. Don't mind us.
Yeah, I don't know what episode we're on. We're on like...
13, 14? 13 or 14, I believe.
I know we're in double digits for sure.
13 or 14. It's got to be, right?
Anyone in chat knows. You're more than welcome to update us.
It's gotta be 13 or 14.
Well, we are on... This is going to be a crazy episode today. We have someone who's incredibly talented and super motivated behind everything he does. I'm super excited. I am your host, Lainie, and this is my lovely co-host,
Tevin. Hello, everyone.
We are going to get started with Mr. Rhodekill today. We can get
How's everybody doing?
Hello.
Doing great.
hello.
Thank you.
Oh, we're on episode 14. Holy crap, man. Welcome to the 14th episode, Rhodekill.
Wow. Yeah, that's awesome.
YouTube says 13.
Yeah. YouTube says 13? Oh.
YouTube says 13.
We're all off. We're all
yeah,
off.
anyways.
It doesn't even matter.
So, Roadkill, how's your weekend going, sir?
Going good. It's finally a nice day to go outside with the kids a little bit. It's been raining the past week, so we've been stuck inside and it's been cold. So
Oh.
having three
Ooh,
kids
yep.
inside is, it's a hassle. So,
Yeah.
but
Bet.
Well,
they're
glad we could
outside.
get you in here for this for really quick.
No, for sure. They're outside playing right now, so it worked out perfect
Aw.
today.
How old are they?
Perfect.
I have a 4-year-old. My son just turned 3, and then my little son is 6 months.
Oh, so they're all
Oh,
pretty close.
wow.
Yeah,
All
they are
boys?
close. 2 boys. My oldest is a girl, then a
Oh,
boy,
okay.
3-year-old, and another boy, 6
Oh,
months.
so she's running the
Oh.
show.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
My goodness.
Yeah. We got the big sis.
Oh, yeah.
So, Roadkill, we have a pretty notorious question that I love to ask all our guests to start it all off. Where did your passion from gaming start? What was the first video game you ever played?
Wow. I mean, the passion from really starting to the stream and stuff like that came from Korean Savage. But like the first one
Okay.
that I actually played was Rainbow Six on the Nintendo 64. I used to play that all the time.
Oh.
Used to
Wow.
be my most fun game. I would literally play it all the time. I can remember like I'm playing it now, but I started with Rainbow Six on Nintendo 64.
That is awesome.
Wow.
So it was a long time ago.
Jeez, yeah.
So, but it was a very fun game. I remember he just had the little joystick, the one joystick on the hand.
Yeah.
Like, I'm so much better glad I have an actual controller now. So
Oh gosh, yeah, I could imagine. Imagine if the controllers were like that today, like just the
Oh.
one little stick. Oh my god.
much more simple, I guess.
Right. Man. Oh, how we've evolved. So,
100%.
so where would you say this got you into like streaming? How did that turn into YouTube and everything?
Wow. Back I started YouTube around 4 years ago.
Mhm.
I wish I would have done it a lot sooner. I'm 26 now. I just turned 26.
Yeah.
Like I said, I have 3 kids. We already kind of covered that. But
Yeah.
I was playing World War II. I was like top 50 basically in the world for leaderboards, and that's when I had a lot of time to play the game. One of my buddies was just like, "Hey, you should start streaming and stuff." And I didn't really want to. I had a PS4 and a monitor.
Right.
So I was, and now obviously a little bit more now, as you can see.
Mhm.
But I was like, I'll start streaming. And that's where it kind of just took off, I guess. I was at college. I was finishing summer classes there. So it was just me. So I had and I was just done with basketball. So I had tons of time, 1 or 2 classes a day, come and play the game. So I started
Right.
back in World War II. And that's when that's the first COD I grinded. Didn't play Modern Warfare 3. I didn't play a lot of the CODs before that.
Mhm.
So really, World War II, and a buddy just said, "Hey, start streaming." I started doing it, and then it turned into, I guess, what it is today.
So
Amazing.
you didn't start streaming until after your basketball career at college?
Yep. Yeah. I mean, playing basketball, it took a lot of time.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I
absolutely.
mean, lots of time, and then having a kid and then stuff like that. I didn't really start getting into the content until after I was done playing, and then we really kind of hit it hard, I guess.
Right.
Nice. So you also coach outside of streaming, correct?
Oh yeah. Yep.
So how do you find the balance between coaching and streaming and content creation? What's the
It,
biggest difficulty out of that?
I mean, it is tough, and I teach as well. I'm a teacher, so
Yeah.
but it's tough. I mean, coaching is every day after school, so after work, go to coach till about 5:30, and then the only time I get to play the game, really is when my kids are asleep. So when I put the little ones down around 8:30, I come down here and play for my 3 hours a night that I get. And hey, if it's 30 minutes tonight, it's 30 minutes tonight. So depending if the kids wake up or whatnot. So I mean, I'm trying my best. It's pretty hard to balance, but I've done it for so long, and I've been juggling things, and
Mhm.
time management has been a huge thing growing up, just with basketball and everything else, schoolwork going on.
Like it's become
Um,
routine for
yeah,
you.
it's almost
Yeah.
routine if I'm not doing it, or if I'm not doing it, then it's not my routine.
Right.
So I've been busy my whole life. So basically trying to, you know, do this. It's normal at this point, and I don't know what I would do if I had more time on my hands, to be honest.
This is where I'm like
Uh,
kicking myself in the ass saying like I have no excuses. All I do is I work my normal 9 to 5 job and then I have the whole afternoon and like I come home from work and I'm like, nah, it's okay. I don't need a stream. But like hearing all the crap that you do, like you are dad of 3, freaking basketball coach, you teach, you have all this other stuff that you do, and you even said, hey, if it's 30 minutes, it's 30 minutes. So what? Here I'm like, I have 5 hours. I'm not gonna take any time to do it because I'm tired.
Hey, I would kill to have 5 hours with no interruption.
Yeah.
You know,
So
I have
I'm like, I have no excuse for this. It's just like, geez.
Yeah, I mean, it's normal now, but
Yeah.
I mean, there's some nights I'm like, I wish I could just, you know, play for 8 hours and make 3 or 4
yeah.
videos, get ahead. And then some nights, you know, I'm trying to be the top spot on Reaver Sweats right now, only getting my couple hours in the night. So
Oh yeah.
it's pretty tough when all these other guys are playing 10 to 12 hours a day. So
Right, yeah. Love the motivation, seriously. Give you major props for that.
What subject do you teach in high school?
Right now I'm English. I was English this year and English last year as well.
Okay.
So,
Have you had any of your students like find your YouTube channel or Twitch without like you mentioning it at all?
yeah, they've kind of known. I don't like to share it at school just because I don't think it's very professional to do
Of
so.
course.
But and other teachers are like, it's just a great way to relate to the kids as well. I played with a student. I usually don't do this, but I played with a student the other night. We didn't even talk in the chat or in Discord, wherever we were doing. We didn't even talk, but he didn't have a win. So I was like, he messaged me, he said, hey, I just got second place again on Twitter. And then I was like, are you down to run one real quick? So we ended up playing one, getting the first win for him. So
Awesome.
then he seen me at school the next day and was just so happy about getting his first win on Reaver Island. So
that's so cool.
Yeah, so stuff like that, and they all talk about it. 3 of them showed up with my merch to school the other day, and
That's awesome.
yeah, so it's funny, but it's just a great way to relate to them. Just because I feel like I can, you know, that's just an advantage I have being a teacher. That you know, I'm not much older than some of them, I guess, maybe 8 years.
Right.
But yeah, it's just a great way to relate to them and, you know, talk about something other than schoolwork all the time. So
Yeah, absolutely.
Imagine saying I just caught a dub on Warzone with my English teacher. That's so sick.
So to backtrack a little bit, you said you wish you started YouTube earlier. What made you want to start moving towards YouTube as well? Like when did you start to dabble in the content creation side of it?
I remember I made my first videos January of 20 or not 20 of I don't remember. It was like 2018 maybe. And it was one video, then it was 6 months later, then I dabbled into it because I remember my mom came up to visit me at college because she hadn't seen me in a while, and we worked on a thumbnail for 5.5 hours because I had no idea. I can do them now in like 5-10 minutes if I want to, but we didn't know what we were doing. It's our first video, and she helped me with it because I really wanted to dabble into it and see what it was like. So we talked about it the other day. We were just laughing. But it was, I used to watch Korean and Swag back in the Infinite Warfare days, and that's what back then it just got me going. It was definitely Korean. I would watch consistently every day. And my boy Strode, who's in the chat, I can see him right now, D Strode, was kind of like, you got to get streaming and doing all this stuff. And I was like, let's try it and see what happens. And then after that, just getting in the community and, you know, getting on Twitter and seeing everybody and just meeting a lot of new people, just really drive me to keep pushing to do it. So
yeah, and you're a freaking Facebook partner, Twitch affiliate, you're on YouTube making content, you're making content on TikTok. It's wild to see where you're at today. All this
and going forward, I mean, starting tomorrow, we're changing direction. I think we're going 4 clips a day on TikTok, 4 reels a day on Facebook, and we're going to go 3 to 4 shorts a day on YouTube. And then Twitch has kind of been back and forth just because I haven't been consistent with it. And it's so hard to stay consistent with having the 3 kids and coaching every night, not getting home till 11 o'clock at night but from games. So it's like Twitch and stuff. I haven't been super consistent, but summer's about to hit. And I have a video editor now and content manager. So we're really going to try to see where this can take us going forward.
Awesome. Do you ever see yourself being a full-time content creator, or do you think that teaching will always be there for you?
It's a passion of mine. I never thought it would turn into something that it is today. being a Facebook partner, I'm able to do that now if I really want to.
Mhm.
If I want to, I'm not sure if it'll be consistent going forward in the next years. That's something that
Right.
I don't know yet. So therefore, I'm not going to take that chance, especially with having kids.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like, oh, stops now, then what?
Right.
Teaching is kind of my thing. Coaching is my first passion. Obviously, I started with basketball, and that's what I truly love to do. But
Yeah.
if it ever had the opportunity, I mean, I don't think anybody would. I think that's a dream come true for a lot of people,
Mhm.
to content create and being your own boss and doing stuff on your own time. I don't think anybody would not want to do that.
Right.
But if it ever got the opportunity to do that where it was consistent and I was for sure able to do it, then I think I would take the chance and see where I could go with it. Definitely.
Yeah.
Nice.
Now, do you consider yourself more of a video guy or a streamer?
Honestly, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I would say more of a video guy right now.
Yeah.
But the plan is to stream at least 6 nights a week.
Right.
Facebook every other day with Twitch as well.
Mhm.
But I really don't know. That's a good question. I don't know. I stream. I love interacting with chat and doing all
Mhm.
that stuff. But I would say more of a video guy overall.
Yeah.
Compared to video or compared to streaming. But yeah, I mean,
It's like
I'm
just
not
with the
100%
time you
sure.
have, like you have more time to just put videos out than sit on
Yeah.
stream. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Because usually I'm recording and getting gameplays. Like some nights I'll try to get 2 or 3 gameplays done. So I know, hey, if my kids don't sleep the next night, I have that video already completed. In
Right.
streaming, and sometimes it's hard to, to interact, get the gameplay that you want, that fits your standards, and then try to do it all back and forth. So content creating, just making videos has been easier for me throughout the past couple of years.
Yeah. Geez, dad of the year, thinking ahead.
Yeah. Trying.
So, when did you become a Facebook partner, and how was it like being offered the partnership program from them?
Back in December 1st was the first day for it. I got approached mid-November, early November about wanting to do it, and then I took the chance on it and just started uploading there. And we're going to take that a lot more serious going forward. Most of my full video content will be over there instead of YouTube, but I am
Mhm.
going to be doing 3 shorts a day on YouTube to try to get
Mhm.
myself back in the algorithm and get some more, attention over there, because right now it's dead. I'm not going to lie, just not being consistent. But my
Mhm.
Facebook's getting like 5 or 6 times the views as YouTube, believe it or not, with like not even near the amount of, attention that I have over there.
Wow.
So we're going to try Facebook out and full send it, because I want to try to keep this contract going as we move forward
Yeah.
with that. Because if that is a continuous thing, then I could consider myself doing this full time in the future.
Mhm. That's awesome.
Now, this may be a stupid question, so no one in chat judge me at all. Okay, so say if you were offered the Twitch partner program to be a Twitch partner, would you still be able to be a Facebook partner, or is that not allowed either?
I do not think so. I have to
Okay.
look at the contract more, but I don't think you can do that. Well, right now though, my
Like the
contract for
double.
Facebook is only videos per month. So
Oh,
I
okay.
stream on Twitch, so that might be a thing where I can do that, but I'm not sure if the double
Right.
partnership would. I mean, I don't see it being any different because I'm partnered with Gamer Advantage, I'm partnered with Control Freaks and
Right.
Killer Jerky, so I can do that. So I'm not sure
Yeah.
I'm not sure the difference in between those, other than
So you
they're
said
like
for
2 video
Facebook
forms.
partner, it's just videos, like
Yeah, for me
not
it's
for.
videos. Yep.
Okay, so not for live streaming.
No. So
Oh,
that's why I'm
okay.
going to dabble in that, because I know people are getting partnered for live streaming and reels at this point. So
Oh,
if I
okay.
can combine all this stuff, that would be amazing.
Okay.
Yep. So that's the goal.
I never knew that. I didn't know that was the thing where you can be partnered for just videos.
Yep. So 20 videos a month is what I have to do on there and reach a
Oh,
certain amount
wow.
of time. Yep.
Oh, okay.
That's the minimum that you have to do?
Minimum. Yeah. And usually I
Okay.
try to do 25. But going forward, we're going to do 7 days a week. So
Nice.
we're going to try to tackle that and just show, try to get a spot next year and seeing how that goes, because I'm not sure yet what that exactly is going to look like.
And are you going through mainly with Warzone videos, or do you also go into multiplayer?
Usually just Rebirth Island.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I would love to dabble into new things, but like I said, if I only have a couple hours per night and to try to play something, I don't want to really go into something new, then just stress about trying to get
Yeah.
gameplays on something different. So
Yeah.
Rebirth Island, that's my That's my baby. That's my home spot. You know, I can
Bread and
jump in there,
butter.
and yeah, that's my bread and butter. So I go in there, and I feel, you know, I feel confident with what I'm doing.
How do you feel about
Was
the new
it
updated
just-
map?
Oh God.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love the new map. Yep. I mean, there's 7 games in a row yesterday where I had 20 plus kills. So I'm like,
Nice.
I'm feeling really great about the map. I love it. The changes are good. There's a few things that they need to fix, like the bugs and the buy station that
Mhm.
really irks me.
Yeah.
But I love it. I'm just glad they're updating it finally and getting some attention that it deserves.
It's amazing. It's been treating me well. I like the new updated version of it.
And I feel like the lobbies stay up a little bit better as well. 'Cause
Yeah.
there's more places to hide, I guess, you know, to find
Yes,
cover.
there is. There definitely
But
is more places.
so
to
I guess it
hide.
could hurt you or it could help you, just depending on the lobby.
I am not a fan.
Not a fan?
No, it's all right. It's not. There's just like you said, like they've added a lot more cover. I feel like it's just a lot more ratty camping spots.
No,
that they've
a lot of people force stacking,
Yes.
like in
and
corners and
some of the-
staircases, 100%.
Yeah, there's things that they're adding that I'm just like, stop, like, please stop. They added those juggernauts.
Oh,
That was enough
yeah.
for me. Like, there was one night we were playing, and there was one last team. They literally got 2 juggernauts on their team. And
Yeah,
I was like, no,
that will
just
make you
turn
not
off
wanna
the game
play.
at this point. That's not happening.
I agree. Like, I don't like the jug. That shouldn't be in
Yeah.
there. But the other
Yeah.
stuff is cool, like the UAV
The little
things that you can
bugs, yeah,
buy.
they
And
could fix those, and those could
Yep.
help them go a long way for sure. But
100%. Yeah. Overall, I like it. The juggernauts, no, I agree with you
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
There definitely is a lot more force stacking at the moment. One of my favorite clips at the moment right now is actually from one of our teammates, Rack. He's like raccoon. He's running through like bottom prison, and he turns into a cell, and there's 4 people sitting in one little
Yes.
cell. And he's like,
Yeah.
"What am I playing against?" Like,
Oh,
there are
man.
just 4 people just sitting in one little cell, and it was like the best thing ever. Like, oh,
So
That is
bad.
hilarious.
It's become a lot more rattier, and people.
Yeah, I think
They're
that
super
comes to
sweaty.
where the fact that there's a lot more people playing it now too.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I know. Well, the update, you know, you have the big time guys like Swag and all
Mhm.
these guys pushing some people over here. So which I like, but I think a lot of people are doing this camping type stuff just because they haven't had experience with the map at all, and they
Yeah.
don't know what to do, where to push. So I'm hoping it gets better, and I'm glad a lot more people are jumping over to Rebirth Island though in general.
I would also like
Mhm.
to know why the heck do the ships have horns that you can honk in the freaking cave?
if you do it 5 times, you get like a care package.
Oh, I didn't know
I
that.
didn't know- I didn't know
Yeah,
that
so
either.
if you do it 5 times, it'll pause for a bit, and then you'll hear like Captain Price be like, "Orders received," and next you know they just drop a care package. You
Oh
know, it's like
my
a
god,
bunch
that
of
thing
money
is
and stuff
so
like that.
loud. I'll be all the way in harbor or even in
exactly.
prison, and all I hear is, "Ah," and I'm like, oh my god.
That's what the first time it happened. I was like, guys, what is that? And they're like, oh, it's the ship over there. I was like, oh man, here we go. Just little stuff like that. But they added a lot of new Easter egg type things to the game, so it's pretty cool.
Yeah, they did.
But
Yeah,
it
'cause
is
there's-
very loud.
They brought back the gold key card as well.
Yep.
I know
Yes,
that you can get like
yeah.
specialists and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yep. I love the new update they just had. That was
I like
fun.
I like the blueprints that they've added throughout the map, like the MP5 blueprint that's intense and stuff. Some of those blueprints are actually really cool. I know there's like a stoner somewhere, and I haven't messed with that. I don't want to
Yeah.
come across that.
Yep.
Or
Lots
like
of good
there's
weapons.
a street sweeper somewhere as well.
Yep.
And I said, if I come across somebody with that dang thing, I'm quitting.
Yeah, definitely. And the one I don't like is they put I think a car 98 on top of Lighthouse.
Mhm.
So they need to
Yeah,
take
so
that
yeah.
out of
everyone
there.
goes there.
Of course.
Yeah.
And there's always somebody sitting there until second circle with a sniper.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
that's
You
frustrating.
play Caldera at all, or is it?
I played Caldera one time, and it was on stream the other night, and somebody said, I'll donate $50 if you win a solo match. So I said, oh God, here we go. I ended up winning. I won. I camped the whole time. I played like a rat, which we don't like. I literally like was crawling in bushes like towards the end of the storm and ended up getting
Yeah.
the guy. But the guy that hopped in the stream didn't donate the $50. So
Oh,
you know,
rude.
but I ended up winning. So I was kind of
Yeah.
I didn't care about that.
It was
I
a
happy
personal
that I
victory
won.
Right.
for you.
Yep.
I was gonna say you didn't play it for the April Fool's update, did you?
No, I did not.
Oh,
Just
God.
Rebirth. I heard it was
Yeah.
crazy. Could you like jump super high or no fall damage or
No,
something?
it was if people were shooting you, you got ricocheted to like backwards. You got
Oh my
pushed backwards
gosh.
up in the air and into the gas. You couldn't do anything. It was
Wow.
it
I seen see people shooting rocket launchers down and then they would go like a million
Yeah.
miles in the
Yeah.
air.
yeah. Yep. There was
Man.
no fall damage, so like you didn't have
They're-
parachutes or anything. It was just
They were testing
You couldn't
jetpacks and what it
play.
would look
Yeah.
like in the
Yeah.
future.
You couldn't play at all. It was so bad.
That is crazy.
Do you have a favorite meta so far that's been on Rebirth?
Oh yeah, I've been running it for about a month now. Other than like when I get content and stuff, but OTS 9, in my opinion, is the best SMG.
Hmm.
And then the XM4.
Okay.
It's unbelievable. I'm telling you, you got to try it.
Yeah, no, it's amazing.
And I never ran the XM4 really like this, but the XM4, my boys are running it now, and this thing is unbelievable. OTS though, it's been my baby for a while now. So
I used to like the OTS a lot. Yeah.
The mobility on it, I love it.
Oh,
it got
yeah.
nerfed for a little while, but then
Mhm.
people slept on it. You know, when you see it gets nerfed, you don't even want to go try it again.
Mhm.
Right.
So it got
yeah.
nerfed, but in my opinion, it's the best SMG. So
Yeah. XM4 is still a beam, absolutely, as well.
yep, it's a beamer and it just fits well for every kind of engagement you're in. So
speaking on jetpacks, there's been quite a bit of Call of Duties that have been released since you started in World War II. What has been your favorite Call of Duty title so far?
I'd have to say Modern Warfare 2.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't play Modern Warfare 3, and I heard that was amazing. I didn't play it all. There's Infinite Warfare I played for I had like 13 hours of playtime on it. That was it.
Oh,
But
wow.
I would say Modern Warfare 2 was the most fun, but the most COD the one I grinded the most and played the most was World War II, believe it or not, because that's when I started doing this content stuff.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
fell in love with that game. I know a lot of people have a lot of hate on it, but I mean, I would hop into shipment every night and just, go crazy. But had a
Love
lot of fun on
shipment.
that. And
Yeah.
yeah, I love World War II and I loved Modern Warfare 2.
Okay. In World War II, did you do any ranked at all, or was it mainly just pub stomping that you did?
Mainly pub stomping, but we did hop into rank several times until I ran into some very good players. So like, yeah, we're gonna go back to pubs. So,
Back
but
to the
yeah,
chaos of
but-
shipment.
yeah, shipment, and it was so fun, constant action. That's why I love that new update they just had on Rebirth. It's just action the whole time. That's what
Mhm.
and that's why I play Rebirth. I mean, that's part of the reason why I played Rebirth is because, I didn't like I liked Verdansk, but they didn't have that multiplayer feel, which it's not
Yeah.
supposed to. It's a BR. But I'm a multiplayer guy at heart. I mean, that's what I
Mhm.
love. BO4 is one of my a favorite COD as well. I love that one too.
Yeah.
But I'm a multiplayer guy, and Rebirth gives that that multiplayer feel as well because you get to respawn, you get to come back.
Yeah. True.
Yeah.
So it has that mix between BR and multiplayer. I think that's why I like it so much, and there's more action compared to Caldera.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Did you play
So-
Blackout at all?
Yeah, I did. I played Blackout, but it wasn't a ton. That was during BO4, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I was really into pub stomping on BO4 as
Yeah.
well. I played a lot of league play on BO4 too. But yeah, we did play Blackout every once in a while, and that was more of a traditional. You got to find your weapons, find your loot.
Yeah.
It was fun though. We had a lot of fun on that. There's a lot of cool things, like the grapple hook and stuff like that. With
Yeah.
specialists, like
Sensor
if they had
darts and
that
stuff.
now, yeah,
Yep.
I think that was some very awesome stuff they had back then. But
Blackout
mainly
fan.
pub stomping.
Blackout fan for sure.
Yeah. I only played Blackout maybe once or twice, and I prefer
out.
I used to be a big just strictly multiplayer person as well. Never played any kind of BRs, and then I played a lot of Alcatraz, which carried over into playing Rebirth a lot more. Because like you said, it has that multiplayer vibe. Like you respawn and you can still shit on people.
Yeah, definitely. And I didn't really get into Rebirth until crap. I mean, I didn't start it. It was like a year after it came out.
Mm-hmm.
So I missed out on a lot of time because I hopped into Rebirth one day and I got, jumped down, died right away, died twice. So I was like, yeah, this isn't for
Yeah.
me. I didn't give it enough time.
Yeah.
And then I, started to play it. I had a PS4. I just got a PC like 8 months ago. So
Okay.
then I was on console on Rebirth for a couple months. And then I went to
wow.
PC, play on controller with PC. And then after that, I just got, Rebirth is my thing. So
Mm-hmm.
Do you avoid playing Vanguard multiplayer?
I only touched it when they took out Rebirth for that 1 week or 2 weeks.
How was
So
that?
I had some fun, but the amount of shotguns and rocket launchers, riot shields
Yes.
I was dying to on Das House or whatever it was,
Yes.
Yeah.
it pushed me
Yeah.
away. But I just didn't, I didn't have as much fun
Yeah.
Mhm.
playing it. But I had a couple good games, but it just didn't feel right. The old the colorway, the
Mhm.
old style of play just didn't fit well
Mhm.
for me. I got a question in the chat. I'm reading it. What's something you have learned since you began content creation that surprises you? Something you didn't expect about the process? It's a great question. I would say the time commitment. Honestly, people have no idea. Hey, you get to sit at home and play video games. That's literally 10 minutes of what you're doing.
Yeah.
You got to edit. You got to, oh my gosh. Like having 3 kids, like the worst part about this, like I would get in trouble from my girlfriend sometimes. She'd be like, why are you paying $10 a day for a thumbnail or $5 a day for a thumbnail? Like, I don't have time to sit down here and make all these thumbnails, get gameplay,
Right.
edit my videos, upload them,
Yeah.
schedule them, like titles, tag. Like, people have no idea what it truly takes to do this
Yeah.
consistently. Like,
That's
if I did it
exactly
full
what-
time, I would
Yeah.
have a lot more time to do it. But if I have
Right.
2 hours tonight or an hour, like I'm trying to get as many gameplays as I can to stack up so I can get them ready for the next couple of days rather than, and that's
Yeah.
why I see my boy Steve-O in here. That's my editor and content manager. So,
Oh, nice.
yeah, so I got him now, and yeah, he's been a lot of help for getting this
Yeah.
stuff out there, and we're hopefully can take off with it. So
I just see Spencer immediately regretting asking this
Spencer,
question right
that
away.
is your own fault.
That's
You
on
know
you,
not
Spencer.
to
That's what you get for
ask
being
questions
proactive.
till the end. You answered you asked a question too soon. Spencer,
wait, was I not supposed to answer that?
No,
No, you weren't, but it's not
technically
your
no,
fault.
but we're gonna blame Spencer because Spencer knows
Yeah.
that he shouldn't be asking right
That is
now.
Spencer's fault.
Come
completely.
on.
Spencer, you're supposed to be working. Shush. Save your questions.
Well, I'm
for
over here
the
reading
last.
chat. I'm used to reading chat, so I got to answer everybody in here.
Yeah, come on, man. Spencer, you're doing this all wrong.
Oh man.
I
We are
apologize,
gonna
Spencer,
blame
for
him.
getting in trouble.
No, don't apologize to Spencer.
No, he does.
He knows better. He knows better.
Yeah.
Man.
Anyways, so
So,
continuing.
So we literally just went like in that short segment of your explanation just now, though, to answer that question. People just literally got to hear the glimpse of how busy you are.
Yeah.
And we have talked about it. So going from editing, creating thumbnails, coaching a high school team, having 3 kids, having a relationship and stuff like that. What would you say is like, what would some advice that you would give to people who are starting into content creation, who are kind of in the same shoes, just with a very busy schedule?
Oh man.
Or even just people with families that like.
Yeah. People are
I
just
mean,
busy in general.
and I think if I can find time, I mean, honestly, I think others can find time. I'm not saying that you may be busier than me. Like, I don't know. Like, this is my normal. But I
Mhm.
understand that I only have a couple hours a night, and some people may work a very hard labor job where they come home and they just don't have the energy to do
Yes.
it.
Mhm.
I understand that as well. But I mean, this is just a passion, and usually, like, obviously, I played Division I basketball, so if I didn't have a passion for it, or the work ethic to get to that point, I wouldn't have done it. I couldn't do it.
Right.
I wouldn't be good enough. So it's kind of like I'm just a competitive person at nature, and if I'm going to do something, I want to be the best at it that I can be. Obviously, I'm not the best content creator. Like, I have a long ways to go. That's why I'm doing this stuff, like getting a content editor and manager. Like, I'm trying to see where it can take me. But I mean, just find that time. Even at, like I said, I started with a PS4 and a monitor and streamed off the PS4. Like, you have to start somewhere. That's what I started with now. And as you can see, like the background and stuff I have now, I got my own house now. I got my own space down here. This is my own room, my man cave or gaming cave, whatever you want to call it. So I don't know, just it is tough, but if you're truly passionate about something, I think you'll really try to find time in there to do it. I mean, that's how I feel.
Mhm.
You can really see the passion in you too. Like you talk about it just so easy. Like, it just flows so easy for you with all the stuff that you do. And like you're just like, yeah, if I have to stream for 3 hours or just 30 minutes, I'll do it. I don't care.
And that's part of the, and honestly, like, that hit me kind of hard because, like, I didn't like the stream for a while because I felt like it was unfair to my audience.
Yeah.
That, hey, I have to get off 30 minutes from now. Like
Yeah.
I don't know. I'll say, oh, sorry, stream. I got to end it, and my kids are crying upstairs. Like because I take care of the 2 older ones, and I put them to
Yeah.
bed, and then my girlfriend has the little one. So basically, if I
Mhm.
hear them crying, I got to run upstairs and get them. And I don't know if they're gonna
Mhm.
go back to sleep right away. So that's kind
Mhm.
of the reason why I stayed away from streaming for so long. Like this is like the first month I've been back. I took another 2 months off because of basketball. So I've been
Mhm.
streaming back for another month or so. But that's the main reason. Like I felt like it was unfair to my audience. But it's a
Mhm.
lot of people told me like if they're wanting to watch you, and they'll be there no matter what. But
Exactly.
Absolutely.
and I didn't want to stream for 20 minutes. Oh crap, I gotta get off for the night. Like I just didn't like that just for myself. But I think a lot of people that support me will be there every night either way. So I've kind of learned to
Exactly.
to keep it going. So
Yeah, and it seems like you have a really amazing and supportive community that have stuck around, and they enjoy watching you for, even if it is just for a couple minutes at a time there.
oh yeah, yeah, I mean,
It's
they
nice to
do.
see that.
Yeah, it is
Yeah.
really nice to see. I don't have a large community, like I said, just because I've been so inconsistent. But the ones that have been there have been there, and now it's time to take that next step and really reach a lot more people. So that's the goal going
Mhm.
forward.
That's all it takes too, is just having just the few little people that are still there to support you no matter what, that just keep you going. So a
Yep,
lot of
hundred
these people
percent.
don't realize we rely a lot on our community, and
Yep.
the support that they give is what helps the streamer move along as well.
Oh,
So with them being
100%. Yep.
super understanding, I'm sure that helps a lot.
Yeah, active chat is the best chat. I mean, I don't care if
Yeah.
I have 0 subs, to be honest. Like, if I had an active
Right.
chat every night, like
Hmm.
that's why you stream. I feel like that's why people
Hmm.
stream.
Mhm.
And it's just so fun talking to everybody and just talking to them. I guess if they had a bad day, they come in here and hang out,
Yeah.
chill, and just have some fun.
I did it so I didn't feel so crazy talking to myself all the time when I was gaming.
That too. Well, the other night, speaking of that, it was funny because I felt bad because I stopped the stream at 11. Thought I stopped
Hmm.
the stream at 11 p.m. I ended up looking at my OBS. Stream was going at 1 a.m. So I was like, I had 2 hours. I was like, oh God, this ain't good. So I asked somebody was in there the whole time. I was like, did I say anything? Like, I try not to cuss because I know I have students watching me and stuff like that. I mean, I may cuss every once in a while, but I'd really try my hardest not to say anything like bad cuss words or anything like that. So I try to keep it somewhat PG-13 just because I know there's
Hmm.
students and
Yeah.
stuff
Mhm.
watching me. But he's like, no, I asked somebody, I was like, did I say anything bad? He's like, no, he dropped a few more F bombs than I've ever heard. But I was like, all right. All right. If that's the worst, it's gonna be you guys say that stuff more than I do. So I was like, all
Yeah.
right. I was like, we're fine. We're fine. So I was just like, oh crap. And I wasn't talking to chat and people were typing in chat. So that's what I
Oh
felt most
wow.
that's what I felt bad about because my stream,
Yeah.
like the thing that pops up on OBS was hiding behind my
Oh
my
yeah.
Discord because I thought I closed it all.
Mhm.
So yeah, I
That's
was
cool that they stuck around though.
yeah, the whole
Even though you
time.
weren't responding.
The whole time. They were talking to themselves in chat. Felt kind of bad.
Those guys just egoing all of us. He's just completely ignoring us.
Yeah.
Yep. I felt bad for that one.
Oh wow.
Now, so what's the secret to balancing the responsibilities between family, students, viewers, business partners, and yourself?
Oh man. I like to keep a notepad all the time. Like every day on my note, like in my phone, the little notepad you get. I write my to-do every day, to-do list. Then I just write them down, check them off as they go by. I think it's the best way to stay organized. It's like an assignment book in high school that everybody gives you. Oh, we don't need these things. We don't need these things. We don't want them.
Oh yeah,
But
the
they
little
save you.
planner.
Yeah, the planners, they save you. I mean, especially with everything
Mhm.
going on. Man, it's just they save you from just they help you stay organized. And
Yeah.
I do it all the time, no matter what. I'll write them down usually because I feel like I remember it better when I write it down rather than because
Yeah.
sometimes on my phone I'll forget. But I
Mhm.
definitely write it down. Just time management. I kind of have a routine down, so it's not as bad. But I use a notepad for sure.
I know that's what my mom does. She does that with sticky notes. She'll write
Yep.
little notes down for my dad, and she'll put like the same, like she'll repeat the same sticky note in places that he goes in and around the house and like in his car. So that's the first thing he sees, and he's like, "Oh, yep, gotta go to the grocery store today." And I'm like, "Oh, that's
It-
smart."
Yep.
Like,
That's what I
maybe
use
I
at
would've-
work.
Yeah,
I
it's
use
a
those
really
at
good
work because I have a
idea.
lot of sticky notes there. So I'll just put them
Yeah.
on my computer, put them on my desk, and make sure everything's good to go.
Otherwise, they're just getting unused. They're just sitting there looking pretty. Like,
Yep, exactly. Yep, I got colorful ones and all that good stuff. So,
yeah.
So where did you play D1 basketball at?
well, I started off playing well here in my hometown where I coach, and then I ended up going to Kirkwood Community College in Iowa.
Mhm.
I ended up playing well there. I was the first team. Well, my first year I was all conference. Second year I was first team All American, and then we ended up winning a national championship. So I got a big old ring here at home with me, and then I got offered from Northern Iowa, University of Northern Iowa.
Mhm.
They're the ones that beat Kansas with that famous shot in the Sweet 16 several
Yeah.
years ago, and stuff like that. So they're in Bradley's conference. I mean, Bradley, I live right next to Bradley, kind of, so which is in Peoria, Illinois.
Okay.
I live close to there. But yeah, played at Northern Iowa for 2 years, and I was at a junior college before that for 2 years.
And what position did you play?
Point guard.
Okay.
Yeah, have to be my size.
How tall are you?
5'10". On the roster it said 6 foot though.
Mm.
Okay.
No, but funny
Nice.
story though. I had it on 6 foot my junior year. I said, Coach, take that off and put 5'10", because I want everybody to know who's guarding me that they got scored on by a 5'10" kid, and I'm a 6 foot kid. So I had it changed, and I felt guilty. It's like, I'm really not 6 foot. I'm 5'10". So I had to go with that.
We also heard that you just got a position as a gaming director for something. Do you want to
Yeah,
talk about that a little
I
bit?
did. Yeah, it's still like brand new.
Mhm.
My buddy that I used to do basketball camps with, and actually do the basketball camps when I was playing. Now I help him when they come back and stuff like that. He is starting basically a program for kids to basically stay out of trouble, inner city kids, and getting them active and doing things like he's skill work for basketball, volleyball, dance, and then now they want to add gaming to it. So basically, my
Mm.
job for that is I have to set up tournaments, and right now they're having Madden, NBA 2K, and then they're going to have one game that's like extracurricular, which will be Fortnite to start. That's going to start in June. So basically, I have to set up tournaments. They have like the rec centers already planned out for these kids. It's in Oklahoma where they're doing it. So I have to basically hire whoever under me that's there to help. But basically, it's me setting stuff up for them, tournaments. Just getting into this content. Just however, I think it was pretty cool when he asked me to do it. So just
Yeah.
basically dabble into this content, like kind of what we're doing now. So
That's awesome.
It's an awesome opportunity. I like that.
yeah, I couldn't really say no. I felt like it was
Right. Yeah.
a good thing I could, in the future could have on my resume as well and stuff like that.
Yeah. Doing good, helping kids stay out of trouble too. So
Yeah, can't beat that.
Right.
Definitely.
Okay, so I think we are at the time for Q&A from our chat. If we can get Mr. Zyro in here.
Hey.
Hey.
Hi, Ulysses.
Hola.
Now, Spencer, you can ask whatever question you want.
Yeah, I know you had another one in here, so I'm just gonna scroll a little bit to find that.
Of course.
So the first question we have is from Spencer, and we'll pop it up here on the chat or on the screen. How do you keep track of all the things you have to do on a regular basis? I know you kind of hinted at that, but if you want to go into any more detail.
I mean, during the year, especially during the winter times, it's more tough just because of basketball starting up. So that comes first. It's game before the streaming. That's why I do stop streaming usually during this time and stop a lot of the content that I do on a consistent basis because of that. It's my true passion and love, I would say, before gaming. Close behind though is gaming, but like I said, just keeping it organized and stuff is just basically writing it down every single day. And sometimes I'll write the week out. Like I'll have a whole week written out of stuff I really have to do versus what I need to do versus what I want to do, and get those things taken care of. But yeah, it is tough. But like I said, after doing it for so long and always on the move and trying to keep busy with everything I've done, it becomes like second nature. I would say so.
Okay. Thank you. That was really good. So the next one, let's see. Still from Spencer. He says, "How do you come up with video ideas?"
Video ideas. I've been more of a best class setups type of guy throughout. I guess my content creation career, if you want to call it that. Now that I have a video editor, we're dabbling into some stuff that I'm like, wow, great idea. Great idea. Just something different, because how am I gonna Swag uploads just an example. Swag uploads the best MP5 class setup. I turn around the next day, upload a best MP5 class setup. Like, I'm not gonna get anything out of that, because you have millions of
Right.
people going over there to watch his. So you have to be different, and which is hard right now because I'm not really in any algorithm on YouTube. Like, a different video for a smaller, I wouldn't say I'm a super small content creator, but it's hard to to get into that position where you're getting views. So I think it's going to take. I think there is a time where it takes, there's some luck in there, but I think it's more consistency than luck. I think luck comes with preparation. So just being prepared, and just keep doing what you got to do, and then hopefully eventually it'll work out for me.
Okay.
With the status of the game, that might be best right now, being the
Yeah.
fact there's not really a set meta. So
Yeah.
right now,
No.
best weapon classes will definitely be popping off right now.
Yeah, and that's what
Mhm.
we're kind of we're going to dabble into that more, because there's so many people. Like, I have a video that I just said, it's called Rebirth Rats. Just something simple. We were trying something new, but how many people are going to go into YouTube and maybe search up Rebirth Rats?
Yeah.
Right.
Compared to like, oh, best OTS class setup, you got thousands of people trying to find that. So
Mhm.
we've been talking a lot. We talk every day. So we've been trying to think what's best, and right now maybe to get back into that algorithm, that that getting the attention would be best class setups again, just getting those little bit of views here and there.
Yeah.
Our next one comes from Juke Collier. Sorry. Let me do a different one real quick. Says I see one comes up. Use your next Juke. It comes from MFX Panda. Kind of staying on the same topic, but what do you do when you're stuck for content ideas? How do you get out of that rut?
That's a good question, because best class setups have to come to it. You don't want to repeat, so you don't want to do OTS today and do an OTS on Tuesday, right? Obviously you'd wait a while. I think there's 90 some guns that you can use, if not more, in Warzone. Just think about that. That's 90 weapons that you can use. That's 90 days. Maybe take out the pistols and the launchers. Maybe you got 60. So that's a lot of videos. Then
Right.
I'm going to dabble into the videos sort of how to have better
Right.
aim, and a lot of people are searching that. I know the best players aren't going to search how to have better aim. I understand that, but 99% of the population that watches YouTube, Facebook, whatever, they're not people that are, they're not 100% like the best players ever. They're casual players that maybe play for an hour or two a day. And that's a lot of the thing I learned. Like, you're not going to get like the attention from, that you're not trying to catch the attention from the Swags, the Biffles. There's no point of doing that. You're trying to get the attention. So if you have a 20 kill game and a 15 kill game, guess what? 15 kills to somebody is more than they ever dream about getting, that watches content every day. So people are like me, like, and I'm competitive. So I try to hold my standards. Like last night, I deleted like 5 25 kill gameplays. Just because but then again, I look at it and just say, oh, wow, a lot of people would love to have 25 kills. So I think it's just me being hard on myself. But yeah, I mean, that's being stuck. I mean, I've been there. Just try to just draw it on the board, like write it out, what to do in these situations. How do I approach this? Spectating videos. That's another one people love. There's a lot of things you can do. Just sit down, think about it, and look at other creators and see what they're doing.
Okay. Our next one, like I said, comes from Juke Collier. They say, yo, Rhodes, when is certified Cronus user coming in Rebirth Sweats?
Man, I'll be Sweat God 3 by the end of the week, and then after that, I believe is Sweat Lord. I don't really know. I don't know. I think there's one person on Rebirth Sweats with certified Cronus user, I believe. But I'll be Sweat God 3 at the end of the week, and then move on to the Sweat Lord after that. But I don't think I'll ever get the Cronus user inbound. But that may take a while. So I don't know if that's gonna happen, Collier.
Whoa. Sorry, that's just hilarious.
It's like New York all over again.
Oh,
man.
yes.
So our next one is actually a question from me. So how do you stay motivated to continue creating content as well as educating and inspiring your students?
That's a good one. Well, motivated to continue creating content is just it's my passion. Like, it turned into more than I ever thought it would turn into. So I mean, And some of that comes from the students because they're like, "Oh, Mr. Rhodes, you got this on this platform." He's like, "I love watching your content. We watch it every night." Um, they try to watch it in class and like they can't because everything's blocked gaming there. So
Yeah.
they're like, "Hey, are you streaming tonight?" Like stuff like that. Like because a lot of people do watch that I have the students and stuff like that. They love watching what I do. So I think that's motivation. And obviously
Right.
my circle within the the COD community and my friends that play COD with me, we're kind of in it together. So, I mean, as long as I go, they're going to keep going. Is how I look at it. So, and then the other hand, on students, I mean, it's basically like creating content and having a good video is kind of like educating a student to see they've improved in learning. To see that there's a different way to look at it, but I mean, just seeing them learn and um, keep going, and I can inspire them in several different ways through basketball. They used to know me from that. Now they know me from gaming, and now they get to have me as a teacher, and they respect me more, in my
Mhm.
opinion, because I can relate to them more. So they
Hmm.
listen better. So I think
Absolutely.
I think it all works out.
It's amazing.
It is. That's really amazing. This next one comes from one of our members, our SKIRATA members, Peck. He says, "Do your do your sports friends support you through both sides of your live content creation and as a teammate?" He meant to say teammate instead of relate.
Well, a lot of I don't have a ton of, I have a select few friends I still stay in contact with through my junior college and my university. I have them on Snapchat and stuff. They do support both of those. They love that I'm doing it. They send me messages all the time, but they're busy. I mean, a lot of them are playing
Yeah.
professional sports right now,
Wow.
playing pro basketball overseas,
Yeah.
doing stuff like that. So, but yeah, they support it. They love it. My coach at Northern Iowa, that's when I really started. He loved it at our banquet we had to end the year to get our jerseys framed, and the one you can see behind me, I don't know, it's back there somewhere.
Yeah.
He talked about it 'cause right then he even mentioned to the whole banquet there. It was just so funny hearing my head coach at Division 1 school talk about my gaming stuff and that everybody needs to like. So it was just awesome. I mean, everybody supports it,
Nice.
and I have a good group around me, so I can ask for more.
That's awesome.
Nice, nice, yeah. Always good to have a good support system.
Definitely.
Yes, for sure.
This next one comes from Fast14. They ask, "Do you think you've ever ran out of content ideas?"
I think every content creator has maybe not ideas, but maybe the plan that they had going forward. They kind of like, oh, there's a twist and turn here and there, just
Hmm.
because you don't want to do too much of the same thing, but you don't
Become
really want to go out.
repetitive.
Yeah, you don't want to be repetitive, and you don't want to really go out of your realm either, because that's if you go out of your realm, a lot of people watch you because of what you were doing, not because of something completely off topic that you might, it might blow up, might not. You just never know. That's what's so crazy about YouTube and content. You never know. Like that's what
Mhm.
you never know. Like one day I could not post a video. Oh, that could have been the video that blew up for me. That's why I think staying consistent is the best. But there's lots of different ideas you can throw out there, like I said, spectating, class setups, how to improve, where to land, like just simple stuff that people want to watch. But
Hmm.
yeah, I think everybody comes to that point at some time, like what to upload, especially when the game for a while was in a down state. And I think it's now picking up back up with some of the updates they're doing. But it is tough, but write them down, you'll get them out there.
Very good, wise words. I think this is one of our last ones, unless anyone else has questions. Everyone, you can still send them. Just type them in the chat, and we'll show them up here on screen. But this one again is from Fast14, and they ask, "Do you think streaming helped you grow your presence in the COD community, or even in the gaming community in general?"
Streaming, I wouldn't say a ton yet because I consider myself more as a video creator. I'm trying to almost use that stuff to, grow my presence on stream than I would vice versa. But
Hmm.
honestly, I mean, I'll say this: streaming and video content creation has made me be able to speak in public 10 times better. Because you're doing it in front of, if you have 30 people watching you in stream, whatever, if you have like 50,000 people watch a YouTube video, which is one of my most viewed videos right now, you're talking to 50,000 people. You're talking to 30 people, which is it's a big classroom. You're talking to people like, and now I've learned like I can talk and feel comfortable talking. In high school, I never would have came out of my shell and talked. But like doing this has just helped everything else, like in life, like how to hold a conversation. Like I know you're not directly talking to somebody, but you're really, I'm speaking to how many people right now, like chat, all three of you, etc.
Mhm.
And I feel comfortable doing it. But I think that really stemmed from content creating and getting comfortable, you know, in front of a camera and talking to an audience. But back to like the question, I mean, I'm hoping that helps me. I mean, I would love to stream every day, and I try to. And I know I take a few days off here and there, um, but I would say more of the videos than the streaming has helped me grow in the COD community and being active and stuff on Twitter as well.
Nice.
Yeah, like Spencer said, that is an awesome point right there. So I don't think we have any more questions in the chat unless Lainie and Tevin have any more questions. Yes, I can turn it back over to you all if we have anything else.
I'm all good.
I gotta know, what's your favorite basketball team?
Oh, I don't have a favorite basketball team. I have a favorite player. That is LeBron James.
Okay. So how do you feel about the LeBron James and Michael Jordan GOAT?
Man,
Back and forth.
don't get me into this. But honestly,
I got it.
I mean, you're gonna get me in trouble.
No, there's no judgment. There's no judgment from me over here.
Personally, I grew up watching LeBron. Okay, I didn't watch Michael. In my opinion, LeBron is the best overall basketball player that we will ever see. I think Michael Jordan will always be considered the GOAT, just because of the way he transcended the game of basketball and what he did for it globally. LeBron's gonna have more points, steals, assists, rebounds, every stat across the board. LeBron will have. So I do believe LeBron is the overall best basketball player. Did Michael win more? 100%. Okay. If you say he's better because he won, okay, then Bill Russell's better than Michael. It's a team sport. It's not 1v5. It's a team sport. Michael was, I will say Michael's the GOAT, but LeBron is the best basketball player.
Most dominant.
And he's been dominant. He's averaging 30 plus a game at the 19 years in the league. So I don't know. I love watching him. I grew up watching him, and that's why I think. And I played basketball, so I have a sense of, you know, how good. Not really how good he is, but I've guarded like 30 guys that are in the NBA right now, in college and stuff growing up. So I know how good these guys are, and just what he's doing. And people are in the chat, I'm just reading. He's been playing for 50 years. Yeah, well, everybody tries to knock that. Oh, he played more. That's bad. No, that is a great thing. If you can have longevity in anything, hey, guess what? I'm going to blow up on content for 2 years and stop. Like, is that a good thing or a bad thing? No, it's terrible. You want to have longevity in whatever you're doing and be consistent with it. And that it will never probably see that again from a player. So
I'm so happy I asked this question.
So no, it's fine. I love talking about it, but Michael's the GOAT. I think he transcended the game, made it globally, but LeBron is overall the best basketball player I think we have ever seen.
Agreed. Agreed.
I have a kind of like a pivot question, but are there any similarities that you see as a content creator, that you or any skills or commonalities that you see that have transferred from being a basketball or collegiate athlete?
Oh, that's a good question. I think honestly, just hand-eye coordination. Like, I mean, I think that was the whole thing, right? I mean, I'm not being as active on stream. I'm not jumping up and down, diving on the floor, blah blah blah. But like, it takes hand-eye coordination to do any activity, sport, whatever you are doing. So I think just having that and just being, I mean, I don't know, I'm just having good awareness, I guess. A lot of those things go into gaming, and I'm competitive, and I want to be the best at whatever I'm doing. So I think that has a lot to do with it as well.
Situational awareness for sure.
Yeah, definitely. Just trying to think on the fly and, trying to do it all at once and not get carried away with whatever you're doing. So I think that, it does come into play, I believe.
Yeah.
Okay. That's
LeBron
good to hear.
questions come up a lot in your chat. It seems like from
we talk about it. No, some of these are my boys that we're in Discord every night, but
okay.
No, but we have a lot of fun talking about it. But all the old people, not old people, but all the people watch Michael growing up are gonna say Michael, of course. Yeah. Guess what?
Yeah.
My kids growing up, I don't even know who they're gonna say. John Morant. Like, I don't know, I don't know who they're going to say. Then I'm going to be arguing with my own kids that LeBron was the best. We're every 15 years we're going to have somebody else come through.
There'll be a generational player. No matter what.
That's what happens every time. So
okay,
be interesting.
I definitely think that's a good argument, looking at generations and who grew up seeing what.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Speaking kind of like generations, I promise this is my last question. Do your kids play video games, or have they shown interest in playing video games? And are you gonna like introduce them to the video games? Are you gonna kind of just let them discover on their own?
Not so much with like a controller. I ended up getting we got my daughter a Nintendo Switch, and she wasn't ready for it yet. She plays a lot of games on the phone, like just Barbie game, whatever it is, Barbie game. She loves playing Call of Duty though, but she'll come and sit down here. I know the other night I came up at I heard her crying. It was like 1 a.m. and then I went up there. She was like, "What were you doing? Playing COD?" I said, "Yes, I was." She's like, "Can I go play?" I said, "No, we got to go back to sleep." But she loves to play, and she really loves going on Caldera and jumping off the top peak and floating on the parachute. She loves floating on the parachute and just seeing it go and getting in helicopters and stuff. It's not so much playing, just she just loves, she just loves to be on, just do what I'm doing, I guess.
Right.
Have any of your children made an appearance on your streams?
Yeah, one of my, it was a long time ago. I think it was just when I had only one kid, my daughter. She was in a little intro to my video, but other than that, no. Not after that, but that's something I could probably do going forward that a lot more people are going to know now. So
yeah. Now that she likes playing, she's gonna start getting into that a little bit more. She's gonna start taking over stream.
Yeah,
that's a video idea right there. Daughter plays Warzone.
Yes.
Yeah, no, that'd be amazing. That'd be a good one. There's another idea. Have kids and you have more ideas for videos.
We use our kids for videos.
Yep. That's why I had kids, so I can just get more content ideas.
Content out of them.
Yep.
Just workhorses, that's it.
Yep.
Oh man. Well, like I said, that's all I have. It seems to be all the questions in the chat, so I'm gonna turn it back over to Tevin and Lainie to end us off. Thank you so much for coming.
I appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much.
So that concludes today's episode. Tevin, do you have anything else you want to add?
No, I believe we've covered everything. So
okay,
it's been fun.
Cool.
I've enjoyed our conversation, Rhode. It was nice getting to know you more.
Yeah, you guys.
Thank
same
you
with you
so
guys.
much.
It's awesome. I know you guys have a great, community and family going on over here. So it's just nice talking to you guys.
Thank you. Yes,
Spencer was super excited about this episode. So
yeah,
he
literally spammed the chat our group message this morning with. He's trying to find a picture for the thumbnail and he's got 20 pictures of you playing basketball. He's like, I don't know which one to pick from.
That's what he asked me. He was like, "What's your picture do I use?" I was like, just Google my name and go under basketball. Then I'll let you pick the photo that you want. So I ended up sending him a few. He's like, "Never mind, I got it." So.
Yeah, you can tell just how excited he was. So
no, I was
couldn't be here
too.
for today's, but he was here in chat. So there you go, Spencer.
And getting me in trouble over here as well while you're at it.
No, that was him. Don't even worry about it.
Hey, that added to the content of the podcast. So
absolutely.
There we go. Thank you, Spencer, for the content. All right, guys. Thank you so much for everyone that stopped in today. If you are just catching the end of this, or if you couldn't stay for the whole episode, this will be uploaded to all of the podcast platforms. If you look us up on Stitcher, Apple Pod, whatever other podcast app you have, we will be there. Yes, Spotify, everywhere. Just look it up, Beyond Streaming, and all the episodes are there. All 13 is this one?
I swear it's 14.
I don't know. 13 or 14.
We'll figure it out.
You'll find them all, I swear. Anyways, thank you so much. I hope you guys have a great week. We will see you guys in 2 weeks on another Sunday. So same time as always. I couldn't think of my days. I'm sorry. I'm getting over being sick. Don't mind me. But I hope you guys have a great rest of your week, and we will see you guys in the next one. Bye.
Later, guys.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah, of course. Thank you.
Appreciate it.